Well, the story came to me because when I was making my earlier science fiction films, I needed and trusted my imagination to think of things that perhaps hadn't been done before. And when the news cycle started to shift with more and more people from, let's say, the United States Army, the Air Force, the Navy pilots, people in Congress, when they started to release or leak through whistleblowers information that made the incredible almost credible. And that all started in 2017 from the New York Times reporting on the Tic Tac footage that was captured by a Navy F-18 jet off the coast of San Diego. And when I saw that footage, when the world saw that footage, I suddenly realized maybe there's a new way of telling a story about the clear and present opportunity to disclose what the government or what different deep state contract companies have been hiding from the general public for 80 years. And I started to work on a story that was going to be hopefully a reflection of what someday could really happen, not ever imagining that after I made the film and got the film all ready for release, the government would actually be starting to not leak, but release heretofore never seen UFO, UAP footage.
It's the most joyous thing. It truly is. It's like he invites you in to this world to help interrogate with him, to wrestle with it. He's got a plan for you, but he's also very collaborative. I love his questions. He would give you a question that you would think about, and it would help you process how you fit in the world and how you maneuver through it. Because I feel like, yeah, Hugo is a character that think that, like, yeah, there's an urgency, there's a propulsion to the film, and the idea of someone sort of lays back on his heels a bit more, inviting everyone in and trusting that they'll get there, is a very tricky role to navigate. But I navigated, Stephen really helped guide me through that. Please, everyone, listen, I'm part of a league of people and artists who say they love working with Stephen because of the sets that he has you on, which is joyful and deeply interrogating work. It's open and he's fun. He's fun.
I like hearing that.
He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun.
That.
And he stays. And I love that he's a director who stays with the action. He's got his portable monitor and he's right there with you. So if you feel like you're really doing something together,
In this day and age, why should something like an actual disclosure day ever be held in abeyance? Why? I mean, it's like we all have the right to know. Mm-hmm. We know a lot of things that we don't want to know, but the one thing we do want to know, we're being denied that. I mean, the government right now is releasing some very grainy and misty footage that doesn't really prove anything scientifically. But what they're saying is we're going to let the American public, determine what this is for themselves. Mm-hmm. And they're not coming out and saying this is what we have been interacting with or who we've been interacting with for the last 80 years. They're not saying that. That would be a true disclosure day. Our film is about a true disclosure day. Some people don't want to know. Some people would like things to go along just as it is, and there's a lot of people who would like to know, and I think they could live with it. I think the danger of a disclosure day would be the ontological shock that would reverberate through different countries, different religions. Certainly, it would test your faith, but at the same time, who's to say? It says, God made the heavens and the earth, but maybe perhaps made the earth, but also made the heavens. Mm-hmm. And we're not alone for certain in the heavens. That's where I'm completely certain we are not alone.
The two characters are just such ordinary men and women too.
They're us.
They're us, and just thrust into this. And what I love about this film is, like, if you think that they have the capacity to it, maybe I do as well. And I feel like, that can be parallels to many things, just being open to something else, to something new, a new way of thinking, a new way of living, and saying, okay, maybe this isn't going to disrupt everything. Maybe it's going to make it a little bit better.